If you think PayPal Melbourne Fashion Festival is only about the runway shows, you have missed half the story. PayPal Melbourne Fashion Festival has some brilliant workshops, seminars, conferences, exhibitions. Join me. I attended one such workshop, Mend Over Matters, organized by the Embroiderers Guild of Victoria, and became an instant embroidery convert.
We're at Embroidery House in Melbourne, and this is the main headquarters for the Embroiderers Guild. We also have 13 branches around Victoria and numerous guidance groups. You just can join the guild, and when you join the guild you've got access to our newsletter, to our library, to our collection room, to lots of classes which you can look up on the website. It's a great meeting place for if you're interested in stitching and craft.
The focus was on repurposing old clothes and textiles and give them a new lease of life. Melanie, as a sustainable blogger, I am fascinated with what you do with scraps of fabric. Would you highlight how you do this?
Well, we sell a lot of fabric at our D-Stash market, which the members, and it's also there's often all the time. We have a free drawer with fabric in it all the time that everyone can help themselves to. We have free magazines as well, so that they don't have to end up in the recycling. And then when we have items left over from the D-Stash, we pass them on to quilting groups.
The garment doesn't have to look like it's been repaired or darned. The repair work or the embroidery becomes a design feature. Don't confine yourself to clothing alone. Make toys, wall hangings, greeting cards, upholstery. Let your imagination run wild. Georgia, I'm absolutely fascinated with what you've created here, and I understand it's all recycled. Would you tell us, how did you get inspired? How did it all happen? You know, the aviator's helmet with the goggles?
Yeah, well, it is inspired by the aviator. The Millinery Association of Australia run a competition every year, the Design Award, and the theme of the competition for that year was not the 20s, so you had to pick a decade of the 20s. It could be any, as long as it ended in 20s, and I picked the 1920s and I picked an aviator hat. And then I was at the Savers store in Wogal Road, Moorabbin, and I saw this jumper and I just didn't know what I wanted to do with it. I just loved the fibre of the jumper, and so I thought, I'm taking that home with me. And so that sort of was the start of the helmet. So it is a recycled felt underneath, which has been blocked and steamed, and a peak created. The jumper has been draped and then unpicked, re-knitted, crocheted, needle lace, and twine, handmade twine out of it. And the sunglasses are recycled also with needle laced, and the outside, the sparkles, are a repurposed brooch which has been broken in half and hand stitched on, and even the little buckle at the bottom is from something else. So everything has been repurposed. That wasn't the part of the design criteria, it's just my preference. So I do like to use recycled things. I like the idea of having something that was once something and turn it into something new. So that's how it came about, and it did win the prize, and it also won the Stephen Jones Patrons Pick, so in the same year. So I was pretty excited about it, to be honest. I really love it.
Nothing goes waste. Scraps of fabric, laces and trims, bits and pieces, say from old watches, are transformed into accessories and jewellery and greeting cards. Even the humble door handle and door stops get a splash of colour with tapestry and embroidery. As I was looking at your fabulous stuff, I have already decided that when Samita dies, when Samita is no more, my collection of embroideries, I have collected bits and pieces from all over the world. It's coming to you.
Certainly, we accept anything crafty except electrical, because we have to have it tested and tagged. So anything else crafty, or linen, or books, knitting wool, everything. And we sell a lot during the year. I sold 42,000 last year for the Guild. We have through our markets, through our Facebook page, and also just to members. We have just pop-ups randomly all the time. If you check out our socials, you always know when we're popping up on the front porch with something for sale. So, and I just think it's a great way of moving things on. There's so much fabric in the world, so we really don't need any more. So if you look to us first to see whether you can get it for your project at a really good price and supporting the Guild. And yes, and only buy when you really have to.
That brings us to the end of PayPal Melbourne Fashion Festival. If you would like to see more videos like this, you know what to do. Stay tuned, stay subscribed, spread the Learn with Samita buzz. Coming up next week, all about cashmere. and top winter fashion trends. Till then, this is Samita signing off. Bye for now.